Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Dave in Kentucky, here for another shave. We're going to highlight a razor today. I'll just show you briefly in Wade's Compendium. It's a Kloss automatic, and so information about it and picture of it in the case there. So we'll show you in a second. Let me just set that aside. And you thought we didn't have any coffee. Just an Amazon medium roast. Trying to find something I can use if I don't get around to roasting some of my own. Anyway, today, little London Razor coffee and contemplation. So it's kind of a coffee note with some chocolate. It's a very gourmand scent, I'd say. Anyway, one of the only coffee ones I have, I think, now. Kind of cut it down to this one. I enjoy it. Put a little bit in the bowl there, and we are going to use our Dave in Kentucky. It's not going to show up. Brush from Patrick Okie Shaver. All right, so let's go ahead and start making some lather here. This brush, I don't know what, it kind of, in my pictures, my Shave of the Day pictures, it kind of shows up as almost pink, but it's definitely red. Poor lighting on my poor equipment. How's everybody doing today, all right? Nobody told me last Monday when I did my video, my calendar wasn't changed, but we have our new one up. Maybe the last one that I get from them, the Valkyrie Riders Cruisers Club. All the ones that were originally in it, when I was in it, are aging out. And it seems like it's harder and harder every year for them to get enough photos submitted by members to be able to make the calendar. So there may be another one, but they indicated this may be the last year. That's a shame. I've had one every year for, goodness, I can't remember how long. We're getting there with the lather. Get some pieces rolling around in here. It's a fairly soft soap. I put it on an almond size in here and spread it around so it looked bigger. Okay, we're going to call that good. Looks good to me. Probably could use a little more work, but you know, not a real big bowl lather. Mostly face, but now that I'm playing with the idea of a goatee, I've got less face area to be able to play with as I'm lathering. So, now that my hands are all wet, here's the case. It's kind of a two-tone. I don't know if it's picking it up. It's like a red leather on the bottom, black leather on the top. The case is in very good condition, and there it is. Nice color to it too. This is Kloss automatic razor, Fremont, Ohio. Do have some new blades and wrappers here and some used ones there. Take that out and set it aside. And I've already despined the gem blade, which is what works in this, if my memory serves me correct. Been a while since I've used this thing. I don't know if you can pick it up here, but you'll see there's a little pin here, and it has to weave up, over, and over to open it. So you just turn it up, push it up and turn it over, and it catches on that because there is an internal spring in there that holds it. As you see, if I flip it back, it just locks down immediately. So push it up over, and that's the automatic feature. So this is a silver plated razor. You can tell by the if you can pick it up, it's like a dull white in there. Started to get some tarnish on it. It had sat a while, so I'm just setting the blade in there against the stops, and I try to ease it down slowly instead of it snapping down on it, and then push it to the side there to lock it, and there you have it. And this is a pretty aggressive razor. I'm going to wet my face again here. And let's get some lather on it. So it's an aggressive one from what I remember. It's been a while. I think it's been a year at least since I've seen it on one of my videos when I looked back. So I thought it was time to give it a shot again for those that may not have seen it. So in the description it calls it a hoe type razor, which seems to be a term they use. A lot of these old razors. Fremont, Ohio is an area where there were a lot of razors manufactured. For those that like a longer handle, this one's got a little length to it, but it is pretty narrow. So it's a thin handle. And as I stated, it is an aggressive one, but now that I'm using it again, I remember, you know, it's not a mindless shave. You got to pay attention, but not a big deal if you at least pay attention and don't talk to a video. But this is one you will feel the harshness of a gem blade if it's not your favorite. Look, I grabbed the high spot there. We'll see. Definitely need a light touch with this one. Yep, just a little spot there. It definitely has a decent gap on this thing. I don't know, the camera is picking it up. If I tried to hold it there, I'll give it a shot, but it has exposure and gap. And there's the cut. I knew it grabbed the spot there. Anyway, I don't know if it's going to pick up the... No, lighting and everything is just so pathetic here. I'm trying to be so careful around that thing so that I don't have to start all over if I overcut. I remember being younger and I would keep trying to shape it early on and I'd cut way too far on one side versus another and I'd be like, forget it, and shave it off. So, I'm trying to let age show I have a little wisdom. Very good. Alrighty, let's get a rinse. And I'll dab something down here. Where are we at here? Right at 14 minutes. Not bad. A little witch hazel. Let that dry down a bit. Clean out the bowl and brush. Thank you again, Patrick, for that. Give it a little towel strap. All set and ready for another run. So, only has that one nick there, it looks like. And let's hit it with the splash here. I almost forgot. Maybe get a little too much there, we'll see. Yeah, just nice coffee, chocolate, maybe a little vanilla in there. I'm sure there's some other stuff all rounding it out. But there you have it. It's the Kloss Automatic. I'll have to wipe that thing down a little bit before we put it away. But nice little interesting mechanism. Is it some people have said, oh, it's the first twist to open. It's not really a twist to open. It's just a twist lock and open. Nice spring mechanism inside there. And they pop up occasionally. I've seen, I probably count on one hand the number I've seen over the years, but pop up. And this was one of them. Fortunate enough to get it. So thankful for that. Dave in Kentucky, thanks for joining me for a quick shave. Appreciate those that are subscribed. Hope you have a great day. Be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.